This used to be the main office for this project. You come to look at job, you would normally go in here. All this has just left abandoned. In here is completely rotted. You could see plants. Look at the ceiling. So you have roof, fourth floor, third floor, second floor, first floor. You could clearly see the planned Pelican Bay development potato bay St. Kitts. You know? And look at this. Look at this. You know? Now, if you're from St. Kitts, this is a lot of controversy behind it. I don't really want to talk much about it, but it's completely abandoned for years upon years. Again, signs of office. This was somebody's office. You could see pictures of what or how it was supposed to be. You got building E, C, D, H, J, I, and so forth. Now, from what I heard, this was supposed to be an African hotel. And I'm curious to know what the African, hotel would have looked like once completed. The furnishings, the culture, the appearance, and so forth. But we are no longer going to know what, because this has just been years. It's first aid kit. It's empty. Empty for below. So in here probably used to be a toilet. Yes, the toilet has been removed. Oh shit, it's sinking there. The plans them right here for the piping, pipe size equivalent, and so forth. They still have telephone, and it's just sad. It's really, really sad. Probably this was the manager, a general manager office. Look. Now back here, this shed, it used to be a Jamaican lady that used to sell Jamaican style breakfast, green banana porridge and pancake and those stuff. But now, look at it. Construction in St. Kitts start at 7. So at this point, over here would have been like honeybees with the amount of guys going to their daily routine of truck drivers, carpenters, masons, laborers. Everybody know the plumbers and whatnot. And look at these trees. In here used to be for the staff, again, in here used to be for staff, staff lockers. Please remember to turn off the light. Junction boxes, staff, construction helmet for some guys. Somebody have a broad hat, and so forth. Construction boots, vests, toilet, and we have more toilets here for the staff. As you could see, there's toilets here for the staff, and we're gonna explore a bit and ask the same old questions as to why this has been abandoned. Now, this is freshly excavated. I'm not sure why. Look at all these tall trees. We're gonna make our way up there. Hopefully I could find a way to reach up to the very top of the building. It's concrete, so it should be stable. okay? And then we're gonna give you, I'm gonna try to give you an overview. Hopefully this video ain't get too long. Okay, so there are lots of bushes, and I come prepared with my long sleeve shirt for this trek today. Okay, so here we are. Concrete. I'm not sure what these was using for. Ooh. Spray they used to mark out buildings and so forth. There's a doorway there. I'm not sure where that's going to take me. Look, completely hiding this building. Yeah, more of the stuff that's left behind. There are holes. Termite has made nest in here. It's huge. We have under staircase, and this is what we want. So we're going to make our way up top. There's a hole. I'm not sure if it's a well or not. A barrier. So we just come from here. This is the second floor. I'm not going to go in all rooms because if it was supposed to be a hotel, it's going to be identical. So we have this long hallway and structures in place. More signs of construction. Workers leave the old boots behind. And look, you can't believe this was a construction site. You know, hundreds of workers used to be over here. I think it was Jamaican who got the project with a few, you know, locals mixed in between. The project manager was from Jamaica. Most of the workers, the surveyors and so was from Jamaica. With, again, locals. And this is what it's come to now. So close of being completed. There's this next building down here, but I'm gonna try to see if I could reach down there real fast. And there's one right here. Okay, look. So once again, this is Potato Bay in St. Kitts, and this was supposed to be an African hotel, but it just completely boom, again Jamaican energy drink, it just completely just left there. Junction box. I'm not sure what this was supposed to be. Once again, guys, I'm not familiar with construction, so I don't know. There's stairs. I'm not sure what down here is supposed to be. This can be an elevator shaft for sure. This, on the other hand, is an elevator shaft that takes you. Look, there's something up there hoping you fall and hit my ass. And this now leads this building to, oh, look, a lot of velvet monkeys. Oh, shit, one right there. Anyway, yeah, the deal. So this passage leads, join both buildings together. So again, I'm not going to go in all the rooms. This, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Again, like I said, this passage joined this building together. See the monkey right there. Morning, buddy. Hi. All right. Let's go to the top of the floor, trying to make this video as short as possible. We still trying to go all the way up there. Now, how much rooms this was supposed to be, I don't know. I don't know. So, we've completed another set of stairs. And again, same hallway structure. Look at all these monkeys. You know, again, this is supposed to join both buildings together. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a lobby area. Look at the steel work. And I'm not sure why this building couldn't have been completed. And again, I know the story, I've heard stories, you know, and monkeys right here. Look at this. Look at that. That's the beach down there. I'm going to see if I could reach down there real fast. And then we have this building. I'm not going to go in the building, but I'm going to try reach by the beach. And it's just left and abandoned, it left unfinished. For what reason, I don't know. Again, there are stories. Now imagine you're working and every day you have to climb these stairs. Every day you have to climb these stairs. This sure is a hell of a workout. You know, again, we have the passage. We just came from over there. You know, Monkeys has taken up residence in this, what used to be booming construction site. Different nationalities. Jamaican, Spanish, Kititians, and so forth. Again, passageway. I'm not going to go in them because there's nothing there to see. We have Calypso Bay in the background. We have Horizons behind that. And if you follow the road, you're going to end up over at Frigate Bay. But this location currently is called Potato Bay. That's the road right there. If you follow that, you will end up at Calypso Bay and over to Horizons. And if you continue, you would end up over at Frigate Bay. Now, who the hell would be? Yo, take a look at down there. Whoa. Wow. We're almost to the top of this building, guys. Alright, so I've made it to the top. And this is what the top of the building looks like. These slabs I feel like would be for air conditioning system to rest on. Same system down here. Same system over there. And those is not completed, not completed, not completed, not completed. Completed but need finishing touches. That's the bay area down there. Channel that leads you that joins St. Kitts and Nevis. So if you catch a local ferry, you see the channel, there's a boat. I'm not sure if I could zoom in on it. Oh shit, I lost it. There's a boat in the background that is headed to Nevis for probably 8 o'clock. There's this nice road that leads up here to give you an awesome view, but it's a dead end. And again, a beautiful view of Calypso Bay. Those brown buildings are Horizons. Same as that peachish one over here. That house in the distant hill, that's Frigate Bay, Timothy Beach area. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome view, an awesome place to put a hotel, but it just stopped. I'm not sure if they're going to continue because it's been quite a hell lot of years. Nothing has been done here. I don't know which building is A, B, C, R, D, but this is it. You know, this is like looking at a movie from America where the helicopter does pan and show you whole dense jungle down there. This is it. I am at the top of what used to be a booming construction site. Today is Friday. These guys would be pushing to get work done by 12 to get ready to go bank and collect their paycheck. But no, look, you know, all these had, oh my goodness. So once again, the story says it was supposed to be a African hotel and there was issues with money being stolen. Issues with money being stolen, and the owner says he is not going to fund any more money, and hence work just halted. So yeah, I mean, you have this nice view. Oh. Okay, since the excavation is fresh, I'm wondering if there is gonna start construction here. I'm wondering. Look at this. Wow. imagine after eating your lunch, you have to climb all these stairs to come back up to where your post is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Again, same room, same layout, same amount of work. You know, this is sifted sand, maybe for mortar or plastering. Well, mortar plastering, I'm not sure, maybe to fill in patches of holes. So I'm trying to make my way back downstairs. Ground level just behind there. I have maybe like 2 more flights of stairs to go down. Construction trade, probably used to mark out or measure the level of something. This is under the staircase I was showing you back over there. Some sort of drainage, I'm not sure for what. And we're back outside. The problem is now I have to go through all these shrubs and bush to find a clearance. That's the road beyond there, but there's a steep incline here. I can't go down here. And we just came from up there. So we have some more stairs here that I have to go down. I was on a whole new set of stairs. We have hoses for water. I presume pallet with concrete. There's monkeys right here in the bushes again. So we just walk here from this building. There's a ton load of monkeys. We just walk from that building to this one. Now we're back outside and on ground level, but look at these damn tall trees. There's steels and beams and columns for support structure, I'm assuming. Okay, so we're back outside to where they have excavated. I'm gonna try to see if I could reach down to the bare area for you guys real quick. Look at how tall these trees are and dense. You could clearly see a building in the background right here. There's a building right in the background right here. So if we come through, the building is right here. That's the top, that's the roof of the building right here. There's steels and everything. This looks like a retaining wall for what? You could tell from how these are shaped. I don't know. There's tons of blocks here. Yeah, nothing is in here, but ooh, there's some good pieces of lumber. Oh, this building was just getting erected. This is just the first floor, and at this point it used to be a lot of backhoes and graders and trucks and workers, everybody in harmony trying to get construction going. But look at these trees. You supposed to stay from this building and see workers here on the ground in the lighted vest, orange or green, depends on the color. But now look, it's just left here. We are now at the bottom of these 2 buildings. I'm not sure how high these one would have been. I don't think they would have been high as the other 2, because then they would be blocking the view. There's a wall right here. And I'm trying to find the beach, guys, real fast. Taking a look at this. Again, I don't know if this is building C, D, E, F, J. I really don't know. So we're following the excavation, and we've made it to the beach. Again, look at all these tall trees. These never used to be in here. This was a construction site, you know, booming. At lunchtime, fellas used to come down here by the beach and smoke, get the smoking break on. But now look, there's some boulders that would stop the water from coming up. And you could see where they graded off. There's an excavation machine right there. So again, we've just explored these buildings. here at Potato Bay, St. Kitts, and once again there are story that these buildings were supposed to be an African hotel, but it just left here unfinished. Chances are they would start the project again based on, you know, the excavator cleaning up the area. Let's hope and see what happens. I'm gonna try to make my way back up as fast, as quick as possible. You know, I remember coming down here, I used to look shells and the seashore. Shade, you know what I'm talking about, baby. We used to come down here, look shells and the seashore, but now this is what it is. This is a gut. When rain falls, water would pour down here and end up along the bed down here. But again, you wouldn't really know that. You would know. I'm thankful they did this excavation because I would have never made it all the way down here for you guys. As you can tell by the tallness of these trees, I would have never made it down here. So I'm trying to find my way back up, and it's gonna take me a bit of a walk. So when I reach back up, I'll continue the video. One thing I can tell you though, that the dirt is soft, as in powder soft. You know, but once vehicle continue to drive on it, it would set and get harder. But as of now, it's powder soft. Monkeys were just here eating some sort of fruit. It seems to be papaya. As locals would say, pupai. So I think these two top buildings is like 6 floors up, starting from the bottom right to the top of the building. Once again, I don't know how many rooms there are in total. There was never a number, which I think the project manager would know, the plan would know, but I don't. So I'm not gonna make any guesses. Steelwork already bent, just needed to be in place. That road will take you over to Boardwalk and back into the city area. Oh wait, counting those elevator shafts, it's like eight floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, it's pretty deep down through here. I guess water used to run down through there when rain fall. Oh shit. Coconuts. I guess workers probably used to drink those. So we made it back up by the meeting area where everybody would come, change their clothes, sign in, report whatever issues they have. This used to be another road that lead you down to the bay. So if you're over in this section, you use this road, go down to the bay. If you're over there, so once again, if the excavator didn't clean up in here, I don't think I would have been able to get this video for you guys. Cause judging from these tall trees, again, this used to be such a booming construction site, you know, but now it's just remnants of what was supposed to be a African theme inspired hotel. And let's pray and hope construction reopens and they could even complete these 2 buildings, which is probably A and B. And once again, we just explored here at Potato Bay St. Kitts what was supposed to be an African inspired hotel. Again, there's no speculation as to why it reached to this state. Nobody knows the truth, and who knows the truth is not gonna talk. So think what you want, guess what you want. It's just sad that locals and foreigners could have been working here. The time this has been just left unfinished, unattended, abandoned. I'm out. Thank you. Me gone. out of here. Peace. So I'm giving you guys a top view of what could have been so beautiful if haven't left in this state. That's the building we was on, and look at this view. Oh my God. And imagine the sun is not even out, so if the sun was out, as in to being a hot sunny day, this would have been so awesome. So awesome. So many unanswered questions, but what can we do? Just left to see if they would complete any one of these buildings, and let's see if they do, what the furnishings, what the interior, what the work area is gonna be like. Once again, thank you, and I'm out.